We have with us Robbie and Amber Winters, and you guys just closed a loan with us.
We did.
But before we talk about that process, Debbie, you worked with the Winters for a while, didn't you?
I did, yes. Actually, we did the first loan several years ago.
Yes.
And then they decided to purchase another home, and we worked together, I think, probably about a year,
Yes.
going back and forth, and you looked at different houses. I would give them figures, and then about a year later, and not too long ago, we closed your loan, which you bought at a good time because rates are really good right now. So it's probably good it took a while before you
Yes,
find another
we're
house.
very thankful.
But they were great to work with. I mean, they were wonderful. When I'd need something, you guys would get it to me immediately, and that just makes such a difference.
It really does.
To be able to get
in
your
this
loan
environment,
closed.
because the mortgage environment since the last time you did a loan with us has really changed.
Yes, it has. We've noticed. We're very thankful.
That's good. Well, listen, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your family too, Robbie. I know your dad, Bill, has just won. He's jumped into the political ring.
He has. He decided to run about a year ago to be the county commissioner for his district, the 7th district, and was successful and won. And we were, I know, I speak for myself, I was a nervous wreck. I've played ball my whole life, but I've never been as nervous as I was that night.
Really?
But yeah, he won, and we're super excited about it. He's just a guy that likes to serve and really felt like the Lord wanted him to get involved, and
Fantastic.
he jumped in with both feet. So we're excited behind him 100%.
And I met your mom for the first time. I was in a seminar over at Lee that Delta Zeta Tau put on.
Okay.
She was kind of like the MC.
Absolutely.
She was so funny. I wouldn't have dreamed that she was as funny
Absolutely.
as she is.
She's a superstar. She's got all the jokes and the comedy. She gets that very honest. Her dad, my Papa Robertson, is the same way.
Same way.
He knows all the jokes. So there's never a dull moment around my mom. She's a super lady too.
Amber, does your family live here?
They don't. They're actually in Texas.
Are they?
So don't get to see them very often, but they were very involved in the process as well as we were telling them how great you guys were. So
Good. And
Actually, when we did their loan, their house sold when they went on vacation.
yes.
Oh.
And so we did the whole loan,
While
long
we were in-
distance, email. They were in Texas, Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
And it worked out. We were able to do it all long distance. When they got back, we were ready to close.
It was
So
wonderful.
it's great to have email.
Yes.
what brought you back? I know you worked with Debbie for a year or so before you found a home, but what brought you back that second time to USA Mortgage?
Well, I know for us, the first time around, it was you guys were a godsend. We had no idea what in the world we were doing, and you just took care of everything. Everything was so easy, and we just signed what you said, and we trusted you that we were in good hands, and the whole process was just so great. We were so pleased that it was a no-brainer for us.
Oh,
We
thank
just
you.
decided to come back, and it was just as easy, if not easier, this time. I mean, like she said, we were long distance, could not do anything from here, and Debbie completely took care of everything.
Fantastic.
And once we got back, we were ready to sign, and we were in our new home.
Well, Debbie is a great loan officer
Yes,
here,
she
and I
is.
appreciate you, Amber, and Robbie saying the nice things about Debbie and about USA Mortgage.
And it's so wonderful. It's such a compliment to us to have return customers, and it's such a blessing for us. And we are so thankful that you all gave us another opportunity to help you. And we hope if there's ever another home in the future that you guys will come back to us. But you guys have been wonderful to work with, and it just makes it, like I said, a lot easier when customers get the things to us, which y'all did. And I think it just actually ended up being a great thing. And you got a new home. They've got a small child, so they're a wonderful home. They're remodeling now, doing some
Yes.
kitchen
Oh, that's
remodeling now
fun.
that they've
Yeah.
just moved in. So they, I think it's going to be a good house for you guys.
We're so
good.
excited.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, when you're thinking about purchasing or refinancing a home, be sure and think of USA Mortgage and call us. Call Debbie, Johnny, myself, and we will be happy to help you. And again, thanks so much for coming and talking to our viewers and letting them know how it was working with USA Mortgage.
Thank you,
Definitely.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Recently closed a reverse mortgage with Bill and Mary Cross, and we're fortunate here today to have Mary with us. And Mary, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for letting me.
Johnny was Mary's loan officer, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in just a minute. But Mary, before we talk about your loan, are you from Cleveland?
Yes, I was born and raised in Cleveland.
Really? Does your family? Did you have children? Do they live here?
I have 5 children, 13 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren.
Oh my gosh!
They all
You have
live
great
in-
grandchildren.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And they're all around here.
yeah.
How nice. That would just be perfect. I hope when my son gets married and has a child that they are able to live around me. I think that's a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it is.
Mary, recently you came to us for a reverse mortgage, and first of all, what made you check into a reverse mortgage?
We have, my husband and I both have had a lot of ill health since I retired in February, and it just zapped our savings, and I had saw an advertisement on TV and thought, well, Cleveland's got to have one somewhere. And when I opened up the phone book, U.S. Mortgage was there. I said, it's an omen, and I called and I talked. Johnny answered the phone, and I talked to him, and we went from there.
What did you know about a reverse mortgage when you called him? Did you know anything about it?
Nothing except what I'd seen on TV.
And
We sort of started
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
Right, Johnny, I guess you probably told her all about it, didn't you?
I tried to make sure she knew as much as possible.
He did. He explained everything real good to me. I knew all about it. Every stage we went through, he was real good about helping me understand what I needed to know
That's
before we
great.
signed papers and all that stuff. You know, I knew what I was doing. In other words,
Well, good. And so, Johnny, I think, tell the viewers basically what her reverse mortgage was going to do for her.
Basically, a reverse mortgage was going to free up a lot because she was able to get rid of a lot of medical bills that were coming in and expenses. And also, you're talking about doing some repairs to your house now that you've got some extra income to be able to take
Yes.
care of that.
I have extra, and I've got a little nest egg put back in case we get sick again. You know, yes, it's been wonderful.
So I would assume, Mary, through this, it's probably taken a lot of stress off of you.
Oh, a lot. And see, I just had open heart surgery, so I don't really
Really?
need to be stressed out.
Oh, my
And so
goodness.
it has really helped
That is
very, very much.
That is great. So you were able to pay your bills that you wanted to pay from
Right.
well, number one, you were working and you retired, so automatically you had less income coming in.
Absolutely.
Then
yes.
you had all of these medical things going on.
Right.
So through the reverse mortgage, first of all, did you think, a lot of people think that on a reverse mortgage that they no longer own their home. Was that something that maybe you had thought?
I had thought that, but Johnny stopped that right then. He said, "Oh no, you still, it's your home.
Right.
It is still your home."
That is one of the
Yes.
biggest misconceptions, and folks, I've talked to you about this many, many times. A lot of people think that they don't own the home anymore, but the home is still in your name, isn't
Yes,
it, Mary?
yes. I mean, it will. It's just like it has always been. All the years that we've had it.
Exactly.
Everything's the same. I pay my taxes. I pay my insurance. I mean, there's nothing changed.
So the good thing is you were able to pay your bills that were putting you under such stress.
Yes.
Have a
Yes.
nest egg left over for
Right.
security.
Right.
And also have money to do the repairs to your home that you wanted to.
Absolutely, I sure did. And it's all thanks to USA Mortgage, and especially Johnny. He went way beyond. When I couldn't come to him and me and my husband was both sick, he came to me. He came to our house.
That is so good. Folks, I'm just glad that you get to hear Mary tell her story and talk about Johnny. He's one of our good loan officers here at USA Mortgage. And when you're doing a reverse mortgage, we're going to make sure that you understand the process. There will be no pressure from us whatsoever. It'll be your decision, and hopefully you'll give us a call if you find yourself in a similar situation, or you just want to check into what a reverse mortgage is. All you need to do is give us a call, and we will be happy to help you. And once again, Mary, thanks so much for coming.
Yes, thanks for
Thank
coming.
you. Thank